And then, you had Iman Marshall, Adoree Jackson, and I mean, you got like Shaq and Tremaine and Jair, and those guys they're talented. I mean, Adoree Jackson is pretty special, but we got some talent in the room enough to execute and win ball games.
Who stood out to you the most so far during the 3 days?
During these 3 days, who stood out to me the most? It's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, I look at everything. I'm looking at safeties, looking at the corners, and then the guys that are playing nickel. It's all kind of blending because we're still all a group and we're all a work in progress.
Keith, who is going to be your fourth cornerback? About what you like about what you've seen from him?
Well, definitely his size. He passes the eyeball test, but he still needs to understand that playing corner and defensive back is very, very technical. You got to get at the proper alignment, whether that's a press alignment, whether that's a 5-yard cloud alignment, if you're playing a cover 2 or off, and you got to make sure you're at 7, not at 9, because everything that we do is based off of repetition and then how you walk out in the slow pedal and off and then get into your pedal. So everything is off of timing. So those things he just needs to be a little bit more disciplined and detailed in. But I think that's tough when you're not used to doing it all the time because there's a lot. Now you gotta, as a receiver, you're taught to line at a specific place. But at corner, you don't know where that guy's gonna line up, and now you have to take an alignment based off of where he lined and then still understand what call you're in and what leverage you need to play. So it's a lot, and then, I mean, he's going to get it, hopefully. Well, he will get it, but it's just going to take some time.
Can he cover smaller guys?
Yeah, he can cover smaller guys, yeah. The thing is, really, his arms, I always tell him, man, you got these long arms, and I point at Shaq, and I tell Tremaine, wouldn't you love to have his length? And those guys are like, heck yeah. You got to learn how to use those tools. So training and learning how to use your arms and extend your arms. If you're a 6'1", 6'2" guy and you got these long arms, you have to use those so that way guys release outside of your radius and you make them run wider releases.
Walker looks great physically. How has he progressed from spring? From the spring when
he's understanding the coverage is better.
Yeah.
And then I know he's studying more. So, and that's good just because we need him. And I tell him as a corner, most of the time we just gotta listen. And I always train guys based off of the surfaces. Like in these particular coverages, you obviously have number 1, but this is how you have to play them. And if the safety's saying something to you, it's telling you something whether you play inside or outside. If the safety's not saying anything to you, now you gotta observe for yourself what space is around you and where that guy is. And I think he's learning that a lot better than when he was in the spring when he was just trying to line up and freelance and figure things out.
Who's the most physical of those 2 guys?
Ronald and Alfonso.
Yeah.
Throughout the spring, if you watch the spring, Ronald has showed that.
Looked like D. Smith might be a guy that last spring that might emerge as what are you going to do to get him on the field? It seems like there's a lot of safeties that you potentially play, but it seems like he's a guy you might really need to use.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been rotating them in with the ones. We've been moving guys around. So we're trying to get our best 11 football players on the field. And with that, D has been playing some free with the ones along, and then also with the 2s, but we just been moving guys around. You'll see Josh move around a little bit, even Chucky, he'll move around to some strong into some free. Zach Cannon will play some different spots, but D is a talent, man. He's very explosive, he's smart, so we got to find a way just to, that's our job as coaches, to get the best 11 football players on the field.
Thanks, Coach.